The African savanna was just beginning to wake. The sun had not yet fully risen above the horizon. Soft, golden light stretched across the endless grassland, while a cool morning breeze gently swayed the acacia tree. In the distance, zebras, antelope, and African buffalo grazed peacefully, unaware that one of nature's greatest survival stories was about to unfold. Beneath this peaceful landscape lay a struggle that has repeated itself for thousands of years. A story that few newborn animals ever survive. A tall, female giraffe walked slowly across the open plains. Her movements were cautious and deliberate. Every few steps, she stopped, lifted her head high above the grass, and carefully scanned the horizon. She knew something important was about to happen. Today wasn't just about giving birth. Today would become a battle between life and death. Several hundred yards away, a lioness lay hidden in the tall grass. Her two hungry cubs waited nearby. She knew that a newborn giraffe would make an easy meal. Not far away, a small group of spotted hyenas silently circled the area, patiently waiting for a single mistake. High in a nearby tree, vultures watched from above. Vultures don't hunt healthy animals, but they never miss an opportunity when death is near. Almost every predator in the area had its eyes on the same giraffe, but the mother giraffe had millions of years of evolution on her side. Instead of giving birth in a completely open field, she chose a location with scattered bushes that offered some cover while still allowing her to see danger coming from every direction. It was the perfect balance. Not too dense, not too exposed. She stopped walking. She took a deep breath. Her legs trembled slightly. Then the moment had arrived. Within minutes, her calf would enter the world. Unlike most mammals, giraffes give birth while standing. As a result, the newborn calf drops nearly 6 feet to the ground. It may seem frightening, but that fall actually helps stimulate the calf's first breath. Suddenly, a loud thud echoed across the grassland. The tiny giraffe landed on the ground. For several long seconds, it remained completely still. Its mother immediately bent down and began gently licking her newborn. This wasn't simply an act of affection. It was essential for survival. Licking the calf helped stimulate blood circulation, encouraged breathing, dried its body, and allowed the mother to recognize her baby's scent. At that same moment, the lioness raised her head. She had seen everything. The hyenas also began moving closer. Every second mattered. The newborn couldn't run, not yet. The little giraffe struggled to lift its head for the very first time. It managed to raise it, then collapsed again. Its legs were incredibly long, but it had no idea how to control them. The mother stood quietly beside her calf. She knew the harsh truth. If her baby didn't stand quickly, the predators wouldn't wait much longer. The calf tried again. One leg straightened, then another, but it lost its balance and crashed back to the ground. The lioness's eyes narrowed. The hyenas quickened their pace. The smell of danger filled the morning air. Would the newborn stand in time, or would the predators claim their prize? The next few minutes would decide everything. The calf fell once again, but this time it refused to give up. Its legs shook violently. Its breathing was fast. Every instinct inside its body seemed to whisper the same message: stand up or you won't survive. The mother giraffe remained close. Every few moments, she lifted her head to scan the surrounding grasslands. Her ears twitched at the slightest sound. She knew the predators were getting closer. The lioness crept silently through the grass. The hyenas slowly spread out, trying to surround the area. The savanna remained eerily quiet. Then, the calf gathered all of its strength. It pushed up with its front leg, then its back legs. Its entire body trembled. For a brief moment, it stood, only to stumble and fall once more. The mother gently nudged her calf with her nose. She didn't lift it. Nature teaches young giraffes to stand on their own because survival depends on independence from the very first moments of life. On the 5th attempt, the calf finally stood upright, its first victory. But the challenge wasn't over. Now it had to learn to walk. The newborn took one shaky step, then another. Sometimes it leaned left, sometimes right. Its mother matched every slow step, staying beside it. Then the wind changed. The lioness caught the scent. She crouched low, muscles tense, preparing to attack. But the mother giraffe spotted her first. Immediately, she moved her calf behind her massive body. The lioness charged a few steps forward. The mother didn't move. She raised her neck high and slammed one powerful front hoof into the ground. It was a clear warning. The lioness knew exactly what those long legs could do. One powerful kick from an adult giraffe can seriously injure or even kill a lion. She stopped. The hyenas also froze. Today would not be an easy hunt. For now, the danger had passed. Without wasting another second, the mother led her calf toward a patch of bushes and tall grass where it would be harder to spot. There, for the very first time, the newborn drank its mother's milk. It wasn't just food. It was the strength needed to survive the days ahead. After feeding, the calf rested quietly beside its mother. The sun climbed higher into the African sky. The predators slowly disappeared in search of easier prey, but the mother never relaxed. She knew danger in the wild never truly disappears. It only moves somewhere else. The first day passed carefully. The first night passed with the mother remaining alert, constantly watching and listening. By sunrise on the second day, the young giraffe looked much stronger. Its legs were steadier. It could now follow its mother with growing confidence. But the most exciting part of its journey was still ahead. The mother began leading her calf across the savanna. Along the way, they passed zebras, antelope, elephants, and playful monkeys swinging through nearby trees. Hours later, several long necks appeared on the horizon. It was a large herd of giraffes. As they approached, the young calf stared in amazement. There weren't just one or two calves, there were many. Some were older, some were nearly the same age. They chased one another, playfully bumped neck, ran through the grass, and then hurried back to their mothers. For the first time in its life, the little giraffe met others just like itself. At first, it hesitated. Then, slowly, it joined the group. Soon, it was running, playing, and learning with the other calves. Nearby, the adult females stood watch. While some mothers wandered off to feed, others stayed behind to protect all of the calves together. Wildlife biologists often refer to this behavior as a nursery group, or creche, where several mothers cooperate to watch over the young. Life was becoming a little easier. Each day, the calf grew stronger. Each day, it became faster. Each day, its chances of survival increased. But the laws of the wild never changed. From a distant hill, the lioness watched the herd. She knew attacking now would be far more dangerous. Instead of facing one protective mother, she would face dozens of powerful adult giraffes. One mistake could end her hunt, or even her life. As evening settled over the African plains, the herd slowly moved toward fresh grazing land. The young giraffe walked confidently beside its mother. Just a few days earlier, it had fallen nearly 6 feet to the ground moments after birth. Now, it was walking proudly across the savanna. This is nature's remarkable design. A giraffe calf enters the world facing one of the toughest survival tests on Earth. But if it can survive those first critical days, stand, walk, and feed, it has a much greater chance of growing into one of Africa's tallest animals. In the wild, every sunrise brings a new challenge, but every successful step brings new hope. And so, the mother giraffe continued her journey across Africa's endless plains with her calf by her side, where the story of survival continues generation after generation. If you enjoyed this true wildlife story, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it with your friends. We'll see you in the next amazing wildlife adventure.